Hi teammates, this is Sarah and it is Friday. This week we are talking about how to start tea in whatever province or state we're from. If this video doesn't work, I'm going to throw my laptop because I've literally tried to upload like 4 and my computer is just being an asshole. So let's hope that this one works out. Anyway, so me and Seth both currently live in Ontario, Canada. I'm pretty sure that the process is generally similar wherever you live. From what I've heard from other sweethearts on the channel and just people in general, is that you generally see a therapist for a certain amount of time and then you get your tea letter. Seth was really, really lucky. He met a woman. He started out seeing a therapist, not necessarily relating to him being trans, but he was just going through a lot with his family and whatever else. And eventually it came out that he was trans, and she happened to know this woman who I'm guessing the reason why she knows of her is because she runs a trans support group. I'm not sure if she's in the community, like not necessarily the trans community, but if she's connected to her and whatever in some other way. But she referred Seth to her. Her name is Michelle, and told him to basically go to a support group with his mom. So he did that, and she just happened to know of a lot of inside information that not a lot of other people knew of at the time. She had a connection to an endocrinologist who didn't necessarily need for him to do any therapy. He generally sees patients and they usually get their script right away. And that's what happened for Seth. He went in and was not expecting to get his tea shot anytime soon, and he left that day having had his first tea shot, which was amazing. It was obviously one of the happiest days of his life, as you guys can all imagine. I'm sure you've experienced it. So he was really, really lucky. He didn't have to talk about much with his endocrinologist. He had asked him a few questions, and that was pretty much it. He didn't have to go into too much depth, so it was pretty awesome. But from what I've heard from other people, you generally have to go through like months or sometimes over a year of therapy before you can even get your tea letter, which I think is really, really ridiculous, because it's not very often that someone transitions and then decides that it was the wrong move and they decide to transition back. I've only ever heard of 1 or possibly 2 people who have done that, and that's not even people that I know like personally. It's people that I've seen on YouTube, so it doesn't happen very often. I just really think it's stupid, because I think most people who start tea, and keyword is most, know that they were trans from a very, very young age. Seth knew that he was different from like the age of 4 or possibly younger. I can't remember how young he said that he knew, but he always kind of knew that something was different. He didn't necessarily know he was trans. I think he figured that out when the whole situation about the pregnant man came out, and the more that he learned about that situation, the more that he realized that that was who he was. But I think most people know from a very, very young age. They go through life having to experience puberty, and causes them a lot of dysphoria usually. And most people who want to transition or go to a therapist in pursuit of transitioning are usually in their late teens, early 20s, or later in life. Like, they have established who they are generally. They know, or at least they know their identity in that sense. Like, they know that they are male or female or whatever, or they know how they want their body to feel and look to them. So I just find it kind of redundant and ridiculous that these individuals who are already going through so much on their own have to go through therapy and bring up all these old feelings or current feelings and things that just make them feel really uncomfortable. I know, for example, KMH asks really, really stupid questions. I'm not sure if they changed it, but I have 2 friends who transitioned when, I think they were around Seth's age when they started tea, so around like 20 to 22. But they're now in their 30s, and they were asked really, really ridiculous and dysphoria-provoking questions. So, again, I just think it's really, really stupid, and Seth was extremely lucky to have found Michelle. I'm really glad that he didn't have to go through that. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say on this topic. Hopefully this video uploads, otherwise, like I said, I will throw my laptop out a window. So if you have any questions or concerns or I didn't cover anything in the video, just ask below. Have a good weekend, guys.